Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
But I want to go back to that Daniel 9 and 11. I got to finish that. We did not finish that, and I want to get this out of the Zong events for y'all brothers, man. If y'all leave here not knowing anything else, understand what we have brought out, and we're going to clarify who we are truly, okay?
Read. Book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
So we went through that. The curses of Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68 has been poured upon us. Read.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses,
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, come on,
the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
what is sin?
Breaking the curses,
Breaking the commandments of God.
commandments.
So, thou shalt not kill is a what?
Commandment.
It's a commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery is a what?
Commandment.
It's a commandment. Those laws aren't done away with. Are you married? Okay, so you're married. How would you feel if this brother slept with your wife? How would you feel? Huh? You wouldn't like it, right? But Christianity says the laws of God are done away with, which means, hey, I can sleep with your wife and you can't get mad. I can kill your child and you can't get mad.
But ain't no need to get mad.
But ain't,
Because she had fault just as much as me. Let her go.
they both had fault, and that's what the Bible tells you to do. But should that brother have committed that? Should she have committed that? No, that's the point. Consequences come with that. Men get put to death over that, or either the Lord plague you with HIV or AIDS. That's what comes with it. It's called
A
judgment.
lot of good brothers to that. Sleeping with
Exactly.
Other men, wives.
Yeah, exactly. Read on.
Verse 12. And he that confirmeth his words, which have spake against us and against our judges that judges us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
So a great evil came amongst us, the so-called Native Americans, okay, and the so-called Mexicans, which is the tribe of Asher. We all face these curses. Read on.
Bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven,
Underneath the whole circumference of this earth, read,
had not been done, as had been done upon Jerusalem.
what happened to Jerusalem in 70 AD? We lost everything. The siege of Titus and Vespasian, as it is this day. Where's that image at? I want these brothers to see that. Where's the slave ship? All these images. I'm sorry, come on up, family. Come on up. I want y'all brothers to see this thing. Who else did this happen to? Who else did this happen to? Who else did cargo slave ships happen to?
Bring it out.
God says this has not come upon any other nation except for us.
That's right.
This has not happened, and this is documented, which Creflo, Juanita Bynum, see, it even happened to the so-called Mexicans and Native Americans. They went into captivity behind those Spaniards.
Right.
And Spanish was spoken upon them. They were forced to keep the customs of their oppressors, as it is this day.
Right.
Give me that, Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Because remember, I mentioned they went into cargo slave ships too during the 1600s. Back to Spain. All right?
That's right.
Christopher Columbus did not discover America.
Right.
That dude came over here robbing, and pillaging. Ponce de Leon. They like to name the damn street after that damn vagabond damn bastard.
Bring it
heathen.
out. Hey.
Ponce de Leon. Slaughtered a multitude of your brothers and sisters. That's what they did. So, what you see, all the atrocities only happened to one nation of people.
That's right.
And that's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
But you don't have to believe me. Let the Bible speak.
Right.
We're going to bring out what Teddy don't bring out. We're going to bring out what Creflo don't bring out.
Right.
We're going to bring out what Eddie Long don't bring out.
Right.
We're not up here for your money. We're here for salvation. We want to see our people get the kingdom.
That's right.
Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ship.
Now remember, if you guys know the history, Joseph was sold into Egypt. Through a process of time, A dispensation of time, our forefather Moses came in and ushered by the hand of the Lord the children of Israel through the Red Sea. When Joseph first went into Egypt, did he walk or take a slave ship in?
They got captured.
His brothers sold him into slavery.
Brothers?
Yes, the other tribes, Judah. Unfortunately, we had our hand in that thing. But through jealousy, we sold our baby brother into captivity to the heathens, to the Hamitic people.
So that's true when they say that?
What's that?
That black people had a hand in.
The so-called Africans, I'm going to get that for you, had a hand in it. Okay, I'm going to show you that next. But they're not our people. Remember I said, we may look the same, but we're not the same. No difference than a Chinese man, a Japanese man, and a Korean man. If I call a Japanese man Chinese, he going to get you already know. He going to get offended. There's been times I've walked up to a so-called African and said, my brother, and he said, you're not my brother. They know. They know. So now, remember what it said in Deuteronomy 28. Listen close, family. Read that again. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So like I said, Joseph walked his way into Egypt. Okay? It says, but the children of Israel shall go back into Egypt again, but this way by ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The same way, Moses, I'm telling you to tell the children of Israel is the same way that it's going to happen if they keep being disobedient. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And you won't see your homeland, Jerusalem, no more again. Remember, I just said that happened in 70 AD with Titus and Vespasian. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
And it says, in that place, there, Egypt, you shall be sold by to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. We weren't sold to Pharaoh. You understand that? We were captured. We were already there. We were done. We were living on the outskirts of Egypt. Just like today, downtown Atlanta would be the Mecca, would be the epicenter of Python and Ramses. We would have been on the outskirts out here in Goshen. But we would have had to walk and go to work in Egypt and come on out after the work is done. You understand? So we weren't sold to Pharaoh. Pharaoh had taken us. But on a different side, on the new Egypt, we were sold 45 to Master Tim down in South Carolina. Sold! You remember Roots where Kizzy and them were split up?
Yes.
Did not that same thing happen out here in Georgia? Did it not happen in Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina? Did it in parts of Texas? Did that not happen in Florida?
Bring it out.
That happened where they classified the so-called Native Americans as Negroes because we look the same. They just cultivated us in. We integrated into one another. And they classified them Negroes. So when it says Egypt, come hold this, Kenaniah. Come hold this for the family. Where's that dollar bill? Read it again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Now it says in Egypt, when you look at the back of the American dollar, what is that symbol? The pyramid. When you look down there in Washington, D.C., they have a monument known as the what? Obelisk. All the same way that Egypt ran in times past is the same way it runs today.
Right.
Joe Biden, Barack Obama are your modern day Ramses Pharaoh. You're still in captivity. Granted, you have free reign to run around.
That's it, though.
Your mind is still in captivity
Right.
because you don't know who you are. And it said, there we shall be sold for bondmen and bondwomen. The same way, hell, you're sold in the NFL. Don't this look like a trading damn combine?
Bring it out.
Where they would palm oil the slaves, making sure to check the teeth. How high can this nigga jump? Because he's going to be worth great money.
Bring it out.
As a matter of fact, Colin Kaepernick did an excellent job showing that in the beginning of the movie that he did. We were sold to our oppressors. Many brothers, to the Arab man, the white man, and the real African, the Hamitic people, or Nilotic people. They would go in knowing the landmass. They knew when we fled in 70 AD down into the deeper regions of Africa, Ghana, Congo, Sierra Leone, to hide from the oppression of the Romans, okay? They knew, the neighboring people, the tribesmen knew that we were there. What were we sold? You think the white man went into the interiors of Africa to get us? Hell no, it had to be somebody that knew the landmass. And in turn, alcohol was traded to them and gun supplies were traded to them.
God did all this to us.
God did this because why? He told you. We broke his commandments. Remember, this is prophecy. Moses was warning us then. Yes, remember we said, all this, Lord, you commanded we will do. Did we keep it? No. We went the hell off. Okay, finish that out.
And no man shall buy you.
It says no man shall be able to redeem you. The only person that's going to be able to get us out of this present day condition is Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah. You won't find a white man or white Messiah in this book. Christ is from the tribe of Judah. King Solomon was from the tribe of Judah. That's Christ's great-grandfather. He was a black man. All the prophets in this book were black men, so this is not a white man's book. The damn destruction of the white man is written in this book.
That's right.
But he'll tell you, slaves, obey your master, take our words and twist it.
That's right.
Why do you think when we came off these slave ships, we weren't allowed to read? Why did they kill the elders and left the children? Because the youth would not know the history. And us, like it is today, through TV, through the education. Now, yeah, go to school, but you go get your degrees to come back and help your nation, not to sit up underneath this damn devil and fund his nation.
That's right.
Bring that education and know how they think to better your people. You understand? That's what we're bringing out to our brothers. You got something? Yes. Read that.
Yes, Amos, come on. You got Joel, yes.
Joel, chapter 3, verse 2.
Listen close.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Now, this is the Most High God speaking, his son, Jesus the Christ. He says, I'm going to gather all nations outside of the children of Israel and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, out there in the Middle East. The word Jehoshaphat is what? Decision. Decision. Okay? Read.
And will plead with them there for my people.
Now, God says, I'm going to grab all nations and bring them into the valley of decision, and I'm going to plead with those nations for my people. Remember, all nations had their hand in our captivity. The Chinese had us diving off their junk ships, swimming down for oysters to be able to get the pearls out of them. They used to say we were able to hold, since we had big eyes and big noses, we can hold our breath longer and see better than them. Many of our brothers died by asphyxiation and damn drowning in the oceans in the Orient. They did us bad. Kung Lung and Moy, that was the byword they used against us. The Spanish did us dirty. Those slave handlers out here in the islands of Bahamas, Jamaica, the Caribbean, did us horrible, the so-called Caucasians, as it is here in the United States. Read on.
And for my heritage, Israel.
Dang, he done said it twice. My people, and then he clarifies, my heritage, Israel. Come on.
Who they have scattered among the nations.
Who they have scattered among the nations. Read on.
And parted my land.
And parted my land. How was the land? What land is that speaking about that was parted? Do you know? All praise, my brother.
Homeland.
What's our homeland?
Israel.
Israel is our homeland. See, oftentimes we tend to cut Israel off from Africa. But remember, Israel is Northeast Africa. Israel is in Africa. Okay?
So it wasn't black people already here like they be saying. All of us come from Africa.
Our brothers were here, though.
They
The
were.
so-called Native Americans were already here. How do you think Christopher Columbus knew people were here? By going into our books. This book right here, which they removed, tells you the Greek captivity, okay? Because if you look at it, when you read the book of Malachi, it skips and goes right into the Roman. Well, you missed the Greek. There's a whole bunch of history here. The northern kingdom up and left and came on this side of the land. This place originally was known as Arsareth. When you guys get a chance to look it up. Our brothers were already here. If you ever heard of the Back Creek Stone, all the Hebrew writing on there, our brothers were already here keeping the customs. Columbus read this book in the King James 1611 and knew that there was brothers here. And many of them went back to Spain. You understand? All right, read on. Listen close, family.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Because you said
the motherland. Go ahead.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So our homeland is Jerusalem. But when you read back in Joel, it says these nations or the heathen had parted our land. Who's living in our landmass today? Who's living in Israel and Jerusalem today?
The
who? You hear what that brother said? The so-called Jew.
Hey.
The Jewish, meaning not really the real people pertaining to. Or, you know what I mean? The ish. They're not the real people. Okay? I've been there. We've asked, where's the other tribes at? They don't know. I do not know. Well, the real Jews got to fit the curses, right? Did your forefathers go into captivity? No, I might not be a Jew. I got it live. They know who we are. The second we touch the ground, oh, the Jews are here. We said, say it again. They ran. They know who we are. We got to document it. Y'all can go online and see it for yourself. They know. Many people begging us as we're out there, when are y'all coming home?
Bring it out.
When is this word coming home?
Bring it out.
That's why we calling you, brothers. Get on this side and take this battle, this spiritual battle worldwide.
That's right.
Because that's the only way we're going to get up out of here.
That's right.
144,000. We have to seal them. The word of the Lord is going to seal them, but it takes you to jump on board. 12,000 from each tribe. 12,000 men from Judah. 12,000 men from Benjamin. 12,000 men from Gad.
Right.
12,000 men from Ephraim. All of Judah's not sealed as of yet. You understand? The Lord is calling you this day. The Lord is calling this brother. Y'all don't see. You guys should feel it within your souls that there's a problem here.
Bring it out.
How are you comfortable here? And I'm sorry, the shit ain't changing. I just have to speak plain. Why does it continue to linger on and we turn a damn blind eye to it? Don't knock no plate. Don't knock no bone off my plate, and I'm gonna leave you alone. No, we're not to be like that. We're divided as a nation. Everybody else is together except for us. But the only way we can come together is under the laws of God. First and foremost. As a matter of fact, what did I want for you? The ham. Yes, yes. And I'm gonna let you read it. Come on over here. Come on. I want you to see too, man. You come right here. Come right here, Petty. Come right here, fam. It's highlighted. Come on around so you give them the right spot. Yeah, ham. Right here. Come on this side. Come down.
From the beginning?
Yes, sir. Right here.
The highlighted part?
You can start at the very beginning.
Okay. The youngest son of Noah.
Uh-huh.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
So now remember, family. Noah, his wife. Ham, his wife. Japheth, his wife. And Shem, his wife. Those were the 8 people that survived the flood when the Lord flooded the earth. Go ahead.
Okay. And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Uh-huh.
He became the progenitor.
What does that mean?
I don't know, sir.
Producer.
You hear that? The producer or the forefather of that race. He was the progenitor. Go ahead.
Okay. Of the dog race.
Now stop right there. We dark. We're called dark-skinned people, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
there's going to be something heavy that comes up. Read.
Not the Negroes.
Why did it say not the Negroes? But I thought I was a Hamitic. I thought I was African.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
But the Egyptians.
The Egyptians are captives. Hamitic. Go ahead.
The Ethiopians.
Ethiopians. Go ahead.
The Liberians. The Libyans.
The Liberians, the Libyans. Go ahead.
And the Canaanites.
And the Canaanites. Remember the Lord gave us the land of Canaan?
Bring it out.
Flowing with milk and honey?
Bring it out.
Read on.
His indecencies.
Uh-huh.
When his father lay drunken.
Uh-huh.
Brought a curse upon Canaan.
You see that thing right there? So it named off all the Hamitic and Nilotic races, but it says not the Negroes.
Right.
So wait a minute, there's a distinction there. We are not the same people.
Bring it out.
Think about it. We jump better than them. We cook better than them.
Bring it
We
out.
sing better than them.
Bring it out.
They can't see us in education if you put us at the lowest
Bring
part
it
of
out.
society. How is it that we always endure? It baffled modern day science that we even survived that.
Bring it out.
Me too.
Why is it out of all these nations on the face of the planet, when you read the book called Medical Apartheid, a lot of those atrocities took place in Augusta, Georgia. We were the #1 cadavers for medical research.
Bring it
Why?
out.
Why? Why not them? What is it about us? Well, they can't hold a candle. We're chosen people. They can't hold a candlestick to us in any damn thing that we do.
Bring it out.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when God said told Rebecca, there's 2 manable people in here.
Oh, let's get that. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
When he told her that, okay, One came out red as a hairy garment. One came out as dark skin.
Right.
Okay, now, with the guys you're talking about right now, would that be the children of Jacob, Esau?
You're speaking about the one on the red side or the opposite side? This poster here?
Yeah, okay. You were speaking about, okay, the one with Moses, you call it the what? What those group of people?
Hamitic people.
Hamitic people.
Right.
And then you said with
I see what you're saying. No. Out of Ham, would those people, the hairy people, come out of that? No. Esau is actually just like us. He's Shemitic.
Okay.
There's a difference there in the sons. Remember, it was a strange thing to see Esau.
Yeah.
You remember that? As a matter of fact, let's get it. Let the Bible speak so I can show you.
That's right.
Let's get that in Genesis. You got
Verse
it?
23. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So that's going back to what you said. Now listen clearly what the Lord said. What did God say?
He said one would be stronger
No,
than
no,
the
no, no.
Oh,
Eddie, read it again. Let's see if you key in.
2 nations.
Yeah, 2 nations. Two manifold.
2 nations.
2 different mindsets.
2 different mindsets. No difference. If you look at the white man today, us generally as people, we hear music, we hear the beat first, and then hear the lyrics.
Right.
They hear the lyrics, then they hear the beat.
That's right.
They all off damn beat.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Read on.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people
Read.
shall be separated from thy bowels.
Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
The one people is speaking about us. How we outclass them, be stronger than God had already ordained this since the beginning of time that this would happen. Wow. Read on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Esau came out first as the elder. Generally with our sons, the elder is supposed to get the blessing, but God said, it ain't gonna happen like that. No difference than Ishmael and Isaac. Same thing.
Right.
All right, so it said the elder shall serve the younger. Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
So there were twins in her womb. You have fraternal twins
Identical twins.
and identical twins, right? Yes. Read.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
What do we call this man out here in the South? Rednecks.
Yes.
Why? Because the blood shows forth through their skin. Whenever they get mad, blush, you see it. Some of them are just damn red. Furthermore, you know what I like? Hey, I want y'all brothers to understand. Think about Israel. Think about home. You understand these people that occupy our land right now have the highest class, it's the highest number of cancer, skin cancer out there? Well, if you're the real Jews, why can't you take the sun in your land?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Because that's not your land. They come from the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian, Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. They were your cavemen. They were your cave dwellers.
Bring it out.
Well, that's detailed in the Bible, but you know what? Our pastors don't teach us the right things.
Right.
They hide these things.
That's
It's about
right.
$1 for them. Remember, they go to the cemetery or the seminary schools of their oppressors to get the
Bring it
degree.
out.
The handler was in the back pews making sure the pastor was teaching exactly what the curriculum said.
Teach.
Just like today. The League of Churches, where they fund all these mega churches. You can't speak against homosexuality. You can't speak against adultery. You can't speak against this, that, and the third. You can't speak. Anything you speak about coming out, no. It's about prosperity doctrine. That's what the doctrine. Keep giving a tithe. Keep giving a tithe. When tithes was for the Levitical priests.
Bring it out.
The tithing of your corn, wine, and oil. It didn't say your money.
Right.
To buy the Levitical priest a Learjet, $48 million jet, or a watch.
Bring it out.
No, why does Creflo's church look the best on Old National, but the hood is hell?
Right.
Bring it
All the
out.
money, he's a leech in the community.
Right.
You understand? So going back, read on.
And they called his name Esau.
They called the first, his name was Esau. It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. You don't give a white man a big razor blade for a week and see what happened. We smooth-skinned people. We're not hairy people. I don't see hairy people. So there was a distinction made. Remember, this was a new sight on the face of the earth because everybody on the face of the earth was dark-skinned like us.
God brought him forth.
God brought him forth. Remember, you've never seen a white person produce a black child. But you'll see a black person or a couple produce a white child. We're the dominant gene. We have the dominant gene. We are the guys.
That's right. That's right.
We are God's chosen people.
Amen.
Read on.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
So as Esau's coming out, his hand grabbed the heel of his brother. Remember, they had been fighting in the womb. Remember, she asked the Lord, why am I thus? Why is so much pain and anguish in my womb? And God had to tell her this right here. Read.
And his name was called Jacob.
Read.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Come on.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter,
Now it said that Esau is a cunning hunter. Go ahead.
a man of the field.
Man, y'all look at this crap, that mossy oak. These men love to hunt everything. Drinking the blood,
Bring it out.
eating bear, doing all types of abominable things, running through the woods naked, hunting with their guns. They love traps. They're men of the field. No difference than they hunt us. Whenever you hear the police department speaking about going out to work, they say, okay, we got to go back into the fields. They're experts at laying traps and snares for our people. Through prostitution, which we shouldn't be doing, drug trade, setting people up. They love springing traps. They love that thing. It says he is a man of the field. But it's going to show the characteristics of us. Read on.
And Jacob,
And us, Jacob, which is the progenitor, the forefathers, his name was changed to Israel, of the 12 tribes. Read.
was a plain man,
Uh-huh.
a plain man dwelling in tents.
Man, go camping. Shh. Feast of Tabernacle only, man. I'm in the house. Oh, it's raining outside. Yeah, y'all go ahead, Esau. Run through the rain. Y'all can mudding and whatever y'all do on y'all four-wheelers. I'm a clean man. My J's is too fresh, right? I ain't going out. I'm a man in the house, man. See me in the house. It's a distinction of people. The Africans, they run all over the place. Yeah, but we're putting cow pies on their heads. The Bushmen. Now, some of our people, like I said, are throughout the world. We're scattered. When you read the book of Isaiah 11 and 11. Israel's all over the world, so nothing to take away from them, but you know us. There's a difference made between us and the other nations, all right? Was there more on that? Give me that in 2nd Ezra. I want that. I want that, too, to tie in for these brothers. 2nd Ezra, come on.
2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8.
Read.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Read.
For Esau is the end of the world.
So wait a minute. When you brothers hear, all the world is coming to an end, that's not talking about the entire planet. It's talking about the rulership of Esau, the so-called white man. And it's going to specify more. Finish that out.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Jacob's kingdom will be set up here, the Lord's kingdom, and we're going to be ruling over our oppressors. You know that's in the Bible? The white man won't give you this. Isaiah 14:1. Let's get that. Y'all gonna hear it today. And I want y'all to go back and ask these pastors, why y'all been deceiving the people? You know what I'm saying? A lot of young people in the church? The only young people you see in the church is those that are effeminate. They walk around acting like girls. You don't see no men like that in the church. Nah, bro. Read.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Come on.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Dang, from the front to the back, it's either Israel or Jacob, our forefather. The Bible says, God says, I will have mercy on Jacob. It never said Esau. It didn't say Moab, which is the Chinese. It didn't say Ammon, which are the biblical name is Japan. It didn't say that. I mean, the Japanese, the biblical name is Ammon. It didn't say that. Read on.
And will yet choose Israel.
No, all nations.
Choose Israel.
Come on.
And set them in their own land.
We're going back to Jerusalem. Read. Huh? Because we're going to be, the chariots of fire are going to come and get us up out of here when the destruction comes. We'll explain that next. It's a beautiful question. Read. I love it. Man, bro, you can go again. Come on.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Now, that's those other nations. It says the strangers, remember we just read back in Joel, I will plead for my people Israel. Okay? It says the strangers shall join the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And it said they shall cleave to the 12 tribes of Israel.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
And it says Israel shall take them and bring them home to Jerusalem. Come on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
What does it mean to possess something? To have ownership. What about you, family? To own, right? Those keys are your possession. That iPhone is your possession. I own that. Read.
For servants and handmaids.
It says we're going to possess the other nations for servants and handmaids. God is a just God. You're reading what God said. Read.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
Who weren't we captive to somebody at one time? Horrible captivity, right? So it's going to be a 180. God is a just God. You think you're going to touch the apple of God's eye and not pay for it?
No, you don't.
You see, the thing is, these other nations feel God is for them because he's allowing this to happen. No, we're going through this as a butt whooping. Remember, we're the strongest people on the face of the planet. We're the only ones that can survive this atrocity and make it through.
That's right.
The other nations would have been abolished already. They can't even
jump off buildings.
Yeah, man, they done. They lose a damn dollar, they jump off buildings and shoot their damn self. You understand what I'm saying? The stock market crash.
I'm jumping.
For real.
Yes,
Well, we done lost damn EBT, Section 8, but we still keep striving. We still make it through. We don't kill ourselves.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.